You all voted and we're gonna make a Dutch oven pizza here at camp.
Campfire Dutch oven pizza from scratch. This is gonna be a fresh pizza dough that we're actually gonna make at camp. We're gonna heat up this bad boy to a very high temperature. We're gonna load up that pizza with, what are we doing?
It's gonna have fresh mozzarella ball that we're gonna slice, prosciutto, and basil.
It's gonna be delicious, and Amber's actually going to make a fresh tomato sauce for that pizza as well. So this is gonna be so fresh, so tasty.
I've been wanting pizza so bad, and every time I ask you, can we get it, you say, we're gonna make it. And that's what we're doing.
And the anticipation makes it even better, doesn't it? Because now we're like really craving pizza. And we get to have it in this beautiful setting with this wonderful breeze rolling through, the sun shining down on us. I can't wait to cook up this pizza. First thing we're gonna do is get that yeast ready. We have a rapid rise because we can't sit around waiting all day for this dough to rise because we need pizza ASAP. So we got a rapid rise. We're gonna do 1 tablespoon of yeast in there, dumping it in the bowl. A tablespoon of sugar. We're working with some organic raw cane sugar in here. This is going to activate the yeast and get it ready to go. It's gonna help it to bubble up. We're gonna add 1 cup of warm water to this. You don't want it to be hotter than 110, 105, something like that. And honestly, I think it's pretty perfect.
Doesn't look like much, but it's the beginning of it all.
I'm having fun now. So now while we let this yeast mixture just brew up, thank you everybody who voted on our YouTube post. We had 4 options on there and Dutch oven pizza was the winner. Some of you voted for what I wish that won, to be honest, was the fried frog legs, because I'm still gonna be making those. I actually have them in a freezer waiting for me to fry them up because I think they're delicious. Amber's gonna try them too. I don't know, do you like them?
Historically, no.
I think you don't like the thought of them, but if I swear, it's like Cajun chicken the way I fry them up. They're so good.
I promise to be open-minded.
All right, stay tuned for that because even though you voted and this was the winner, we're still gonna cook all the other stuff too, so it's stuff that I've been craving. I feel like so many people are intimidated by using a Campfire Dutch oven, but I'm gonna show you all how easy it is because I've done a lot of trial and error. Starting up the coals, that can be a hassle. You wanna make sure your coals are nice and evenly lit up, nice and gray and hot, so you can actually achieve the appropriate temperature that you need for whatever you're cooking there. And then I'm gonna show you how many briquettes I'm gonna put on the top and the bottom because we're gonna do a 450 on this pizza. It's gonna be nice and hot to get that dough crispy and to make sure that cheese is melted and all the flavors just melt up together. Someone's soaking up the sunlight right here. Are you sleepy, bub? That's my good boy.
We got it bubbling. That's the sign it's ready.
It's frothing up. It looks like stale beer to me. What do you think? Kinda?
Kinda. It's almost milkshakey colored. We're gonna put 1 tablespoon of olive oil in here.
Mix it up.
Our all-purpose flour.
How much are we putting in there?
I'm gonna put in 2 cups. 1 cup.
We don't have a mixing bowl, so this is a little bit messy.
Just gonna add a pinch of this salt. Who'd have thought that you can make pizza dough with 5 ingredients in 5 minutes? It's really thick now. It's going to be at least. It is turning into dough right before our eyes. So we are forming our dough here. I have some flour. I'm going to coat this cutting board with it.
You're doing great, Amber.
I really do enjoy it. I really do.
You are a boss in the kitchen.
Now we're gonna roll the dough out.
There are a couple of cooking techniques that are so much better in the outdoors because you can make a mess and they're just safer that way. And honestly, one of them is pizza dough and frying. We love to fry outside because sometimes that oil just kind of can go everywhere and it can get really messy. So when you do it outdoors, so much easier to clean up rather than doing it indoors. And sometimes when you do it inside, it just gets so greasy in the air, you know what I mean? And pizza dough, that flour goes everywhere. That's the reality. So it's nice when you're outdoors to do the pizza dough, huh?
Yeah, I'm really glad we're outside. We got our dough. We have this really cool rolling pin. And we are gonna roll it out.
There you go.
This rolling pin does wonders.
You're so good at that, Amber. I'm loving this right now in the outdoor kitchen.
I love cooking for you.
You do a great job. She's also gonna make the tomato sauce, and she makes a delicious tomato sauce, I gotta say. You made a tomato sauce for what? Why? Why did we have that one time?
Because we had way too many tomatoes and we needed to do something with them. So I thought, I'll just make a sauce, save it for later. Well, as soon as I made the sauce, then I had to make pasta so we could eat it right away.
She cooked it down so much though, and it had so much seasoning and flavor. It was delicious. I never really thought to do tomatoes like that, honestly.
Yeah. This will be so good. I just don't want to make it too big for the Dutch oven.
We're gonna have to split this in half because we only have a 10-inch Dutch oven. So we're gonna make sure we do this. Probably make 2 pizzas out of it.
Okay.
We're gonna fold this into itself and make this a little ball.
I made it look so fun you had to take over.
Some of that flour off of it. Just slap in the pizza dough. We're gonna let this chill for a little bit, make it a little ball. We're gonna just let this rise for a little bit, okay? I prefer to use briquettes versus lump charcoal for Dutch oven cooking because it's a little bit easier to gauge the temperature for me personally. And I'll tell you why. Let's get this lit up. And what I have done here is just a few pieces of wood that have some treatment on it. So they light up pretty easily and they stay lit consistently. Charcoal chimney makes it so much easier to be able to light up your coals evenly because the coals and the temperature of them are crucial to cooking your food in the Dutch oven. I found that it makes it a lot easier whenever your coals are nice and even to come out with what you're looking for, what you're trying to cook, especially when it comes to doughs, breads, things like that. So what I'm gonna do for this one is a 450 degree on the Dutch oven. And how I come up with that is I go online and you look up Dutch oven charcoal briquette diagram, and it'll have a diagram on there. And what it will say is if you have a 10-inch Dutch oven, which is what the size that we have, it'll tell me how many charcoal briquettes to put on the top and the bottom to achieve a 450 degree inside of our Dutch oven. So we know what temperature we're arriving at. Because the thing is, if you're trying to guess and you're trying to wonder, it makes it more difficult to use a Dutch oven. So just do what makes you feel comfortable. Hopefully, eventually I'll be able to get to the point where I can just use lump charcoal and be able to gauge it. I think my intuition starts to get better and better the more that I use it. But for now, I still stick with the charcoal briquettes because I don't want to have to wonder.
It's time to whip up some red sauce for the top of the pizza. So you know that starts with tomatoes. So we got a bunch here. We're gonna cut them up. We're gonna heat up this pan with some olive oil and just throw it in. From there, it's all about seasoning it and cooking it down. I have my prep cook chef here with me.
That's who I am. And we're gonna be using some Roma tomatoes and some sweet cherry tomatoes too.
This is really easy to do. As far as seasoning, I usually season to taste. So I add a bunch of seasonings, taste it, see how it is. We're gonna start with some of the sea salt. I'm not gonna over salt it here. Penzeys Justice seasoning. This has shallots, garlic, onion, green peppercorns, chives, and green onions in it. This smells amazing. And I really do put quite a bit of seasoning in here. I'm gonna add some black pepper. And then we'll let that cook up for a little bit. You've seen jarred sauce at the grocery store your whole life. So you're looking for something that looks around that consistency, but if you look at those ingredients on a pasta sauce in the store, so many different ingredients.
It's already looking like sauce.
Yeah, so we're going simple. It's getting there.
It's really nice.
Good.
It's delicious, wow.
And it's really ready.
Did y'all want a Winston check? Because here he is. He's a good boy.
We're all having a good day.
It's been an amazing day. It's time to unveil the pizza dough. Amber and I did a knockout job on this, I gotta say.
Let's see it.
Look at this pizza dough. Look
Beautiful.
at it. Look at that.
That is perfection.
Oh my gosh.
All that?
Nope, because we're gonna put the parchment paper down. Since we're doing a 450, it's gonna be 29 on the top and 19 on the bottom. It's a lot of coals. To get to the lid part, because there's so many coals on here. Alrighty, throw it in. Oh wow, it fits perfectly. Alright, we're gonna let that pre-bake.
Yeah.
We're using fresh mozzarella ball. Try a little sample. Give some to your girl.
That's fluffy.
We have some fresh basil too, and then we have some prosciutto. And do little slices of it.
You can do any toppings you want. If you want to make a plant-based pizza, super duper easy. Use a plant-based cheese. Use any vegetables. Perfect.
All right, it's been 5 minutes pre-baking, and I already smell the dough. The thing about a Dutch oven is getting the charcoal dust everywhere. So we're putting the fresh mozzarella ball on there. Oh, this is gonna be good. Fresh basil. Love our prosciutto. All right, we're gonna cover it up for a little bit longer now. All right. We are doing a 17-minute timer. All right, let's check on the pizza. It's been 17 minutes. Let's see here. Make sure you get a good grip on that lid. Wow. It's looking so good.
So gorgeous.
Oh my goodness.
I usually look at the bottom to see the crispy level. We did it, fam.
We did it. Look at that. This is our first time ever making a campfire pizza, Dutch oven style. And it looks good. The prosciutto looks cooked up, which actually is really nice.
Crispy.
I think we did a pretty good job.
We'll know when we try it.
We're gonna enjoy this one. We're gonna let the other one cook, but we're gonna try this and tell you guys how it turned out, okay?
I'm all about having a pair of kitchen scissors. Wow.
It's steaming, guys. It's steaming.
Beautiful. It's gonna be really hot, Giulietta. Like too hot.
I like
Let me
am
do my beer
so
review.
wanting this right now.
And you know I'm gonna have a delicious IPA with this. I've been so into oranges lately. I've been eating multiple oranges a day. So when I saw this is the Florida Orange IPA, family owned and operated, brewed in St. Petersburg, Florida. So this is by Three Daughters Brewing Company. Gorgeous can. I know it's gonna be citrusy because orange. It's smooth, almost creamy. The bitterness level is really low, especially for an IPA. This is so delicious. It's so fruity, so juicy, and it's time to eat pizza with it. Very hot, very gorgeous.
Is it good?
Did we really make this? Y'all, this could not be any easier to make. For having made from scratch pizza, you have to try it because look, inside the crust, you know when you go to a place and they have stuffed crust pizza? We could even stuff this with something. This is legit. Legit. Mmm. Are you kidding me?
Our next pizza we loaded up, okay? We'll show you when it's done, but we put so much prosciutto, mozzarella, basil. Mmm. 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 Wow. Wow. Mmm. The bread is so crispy. The dough is so easy to make. I like it a little thick like this. I thought it was gonna be real poofy like a loaf of bread, but the salt level is perfect. The fresh level is perfect. The tomato sauce, like, this is a healthy pizza. Mmm. I'm impressed with this, Winston. And it was worth the wait, I gotta say. Love it. Look at that thing. We loaded up that pizza with so many toppings. All right. I love it. It's gonna be so good. This one is definitely superior, I gotta say. We got a lot more juices going on here. This is actually a pizza casserole. We really, look at the cheese on there. Crispy. Look at that. Look at all that cheese on there. I just had to show you all this one. A lot of moisture on here, so some of it's a little bit like softer on the dough, which isn't ideal, but it's loaded up. This is seriously a pizza casserole. We didn't know we were making that today, and some of the cheese is like crispy on there. We're gonna eat this. If you all make your own Campfire Dutch oven pizza, please tag us, send us a picture. We would love to feature you. We would just love to see it. Thank you so much for watching this video. We are
Honey I Roam. Thank you so much for watching till the very end. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, do that right now. It means so much to us. We love you. And you know I'm gonna have, gotta get my sleeve for me though.
so fluffy.